So today is November 3rd, 2019, and that means that 5 years ago today, Advanced Warfare was released. Now I'm talking about the Day Zero edition. If you guys remember back in the day, they had the Day Zero edition, which came out on Monday, November 3rd, and then the official public release was on November 4th. So all those who pre ordered the game actually got the game a day early. But wow, 5 years. I imagine for some people this is your first Call of Duty game, which makes me feel incredibly old because my first game was Modern Warfare 2. And next week is actually going to be the 10-year anniversary of Modern Warfare 2, which is just crazy to think that that much time has flied by. I remember being in middle school, being in 6th grade, playing Modern Warfare 2 nonstop, and now here I am in my senior year of college, and Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare reboot came out. It's just crazy to think like that 10 years has gone by since then. But this is Advanced Warfare. 5 years later, a lot of people might even have played Call of Duty, started playing Call of Duty after this game was released, because 5 years is a very long time. I mean, some people, your first COD might be Black Ops 4 for what I know, or World War II. I mean, you know, you have like 9 and 10-year-olds getting into these games, so yeah, I can imagine that a lot of people who weren't even born yet when I started playing Call of Duty, which is just crazy. So yeah, I've had a hard time getting back into this game because I mean, you'll see throughout, the lag in this game is incredible. I mean, look at this. I mean, the lag is really, really, really bad. I was trying to get a good game all day long, and I just decided to settle with this gameplay because you guys got to see how this game is. I mean, I tried to get a game without any lag and where I was actually doing really good, and the lag was making that really impossible. I mean, I could not find a single game without lag. So I decided not to install the map packs, thinking that the game wouldn't be... Look at this. Just look at the kill cam. Look at the kill cam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. You know, that's half my stupidity, but it's half the lag just being so awful. So let me tell you what my experience was playing Advanced Warfare today. So the first thing I did, so I just installed the game without installing any add-ons or DLC. And what ended up happening is that, I was experiencing incredible lag. Like, the lag was awful. So what I realized happened was that I didn't have the Atlas Gorge map installed, which was kind of like a bonus map that that you had to pay for at first, but then it was free for everyone. But I didn't install it because I just had in my mindset not to bother installing any DLC. But that was a big mistake because the majority of people playing this game, they have the base maps and Atlas Gorge. So I had to install Atlas Gorge, and then everything was good. But before that, man, I was in a lobby and everyone, I think I was connected to South America or something because everyone was speaking like fucking Portuguese or something. Like, what? I was like, what the hell? But this is just awful. I mean, playing this game 5 years later, I mean, I have a lot of great memories with this game. I didn't play this game too much back in its heyday because, I mean, back in 2014, my game was Grand Theft Auto 5 and I didn't play much else, but that game was the game that I just fell in love with. Because this game came out November 3rd. I think it was November 18th. I'm actually really good with dates. I'm good at like memorizing stuff. Yeah, it was November 18th, 2014, where Grand Theft Auto 5 was remastered for the PS4, and that was the game that I was just playing nonstop. And I was kind of losing interest with Call of Duty ever since Ghosts, but I had fun with this game. I thought this game was really good when it came out. I think it was probably a better game than Ghosts, definitely. I wouldn't say it would be in my top 5 Call of Duty games of all time because that's a bit of a stretch. And the supply drops kind of pissed me off. This was the first Call of Duty game that had supply drops, but the campaign was phenomenal. I mean, Advanced Warfare by far had one of the best, if not the best, single-player campaign in the entire Call of Duty series. And yeah, that includes Modern Warfare 2. I loved Advanced Warfare. And that might be because I am kind of into the sci-fi stuff, and I was actually looking forward to a sequel of this game, but it never happened. Sledgehammer Games isn't even on the development cycle anymore, which is kind of a bit of a shame. But I think what ended up happening, this game got overshadowed because you had Black Ops 3, you had Infinite Warfare, which were similarly played games, the futuristic setting, and people were jumping in the air, you had the jetpacks and all that, and people were getting tired of it. But Advanced Warfare, it really felt refreshing back when it came out because every single Call of Duty game was boots on the ground. And back then, people were complaining that it's just the same game every single year, so they do something different finally. And of course, people still aren't happy because, well, they don't like the jetpacks, which, don't get me wrong, it could be a little frustrating trying to shoot people while they're jumping up in the air. But I do think that this is probably among the most underrated Call of Duty games of all time because not a lot of people talk about it. I mean, you hear a lot of fond memories about Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. I mean, those are that's definitely the golden age of Call of Duty. But these games, the Sledgehammer games really did come out with some pretty good games. World War II was a pretty good game. I don't know which one. I guess I would say World War II was better than this game, which makes me question why Sledgehammer was taken off the development cycle in the first place because I mean, they did really good work. I mean, they were doing better than Infinity Ward for a long time. And yeah, I did a stupid thing, calling in a recon drone just right in the middle of the map so people can shoot me. I mean, I am a little fuzzy with this game, so I didn't remember how all these streaks worked, but yeah, I should have known better. The recon drone is probably the most useless kill streak in the entire game, honestly. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame. Maybe one day the Advanced Warfare series can be revisited because it really was a really good experience for me. I thought it was a really awesome game. I never really played the Exo Zombies because I didn't really care much for that. I mean, I had no interest in playing Exo Zombies, so I never really played that. And yeah, I mean, I didn't play this game as much as other Call of Duty games. I think the Call of Duty that I have the most hours put into was definitely Black Ops 1 by far. I mean, that is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. But this game definitely does hold its own, and if it wasn't for the incredibly, the awful connection, because the game is old and not a lot of people are playing it anymore, more people are playing Black Ops 1 than are playing this game, because playing Black Ops 1 I have no problem at all with the DLC installed playing, but this game I struggle to find a game with a decent connection. So if you want to play this game in 2019, I'd say do at your own risk, because chances are you're not going to have a really good time. I mean, the lag is incredible. I mean, just look at this shit. But yeah, it is nice to look back every now and then, and I actually am proud of getting 15 kills and 7 deaths, which is in most situations not a very impressive kill streak, but I think I did pretty good considering the circumstances of just I mean, you guys can see it. I'm not making it up. The lag is incredible, and my ping is fine. I mean, the ping was fine, so I don't understand. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about Advanced Warfare. What are some of your fond memories of Advanced Warfare? And if you look back at it, if it was your first Call of Duty game, that I'd be interested to know about that, because, man, that really makes me feel old. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.